Don't say what I just said. Don't repeat me.
Well, listen, I started recording anyway. So welcome to the Figure Four Show.
Hey, you better cut that shit out the recording.
WrestleMania edition, or WrestleMania Weekend edition. I'm here with two of my brothers. One's at Fort Gordon, one's here at Fort Drum right now. I got my boy Aaron Wright, straight out from Detroit. Shout out to Detroit. And then I got the leader of the Ligma World Order. Yo, it's here, y'all. It's here. We are what 15 minutes away for the NXT Stand and Deliver pay-per-view. We are hours away from night one of WrestleMania. We're here, y'all. We're here. We're gonna talk about both nights. I'm excited. I want y'all. We're just gonna go down through it, right? So you see the John Cena and Theory picture one. We're gonna go through that down and up, discuss everything. Then we'll start talking about rumors of things that might happen, like debuts or Raw after Mania type of comebacks and stuff like that. It's gonna be a fun episode. I just wish Mario, who just literally added something in our group chat, would join this chat. But it's all right. It is what it is. So boys, we're gonna talk about this first one. I believe this is in order. I thought Charlotte and Rhea was the main event, but we're just gonna go in this order anyways. The very first match is a tag team, Braun and Ricochet versus the Street Profits versus Alpha Academy and the Viking Raiders. I don't I don't think this is the first match. I think that something else is gonna be the first match because the first match to me is always like a benchmark of what the rest of your card's going to be that night. So I think that would be like the second match. That would be like quote unquote because Aaron's here, the piss match. You know what I mean? But for me, I think this just it screams Street Profits. This is the best tag team, not with the strap, in my opinion. I believe that even though Montez Ford will go single sooner or later, that they are a great tag team, and I believe once they break this Usos reign, they have to have one of the straps, if not two. So, Aaron, I'm gonna go with you, and then Alex, you can talk about this match as well.
Realistically, um, I want to go Brown and Ricochet. Those
Mm,
two, they they need it more than the Street Profits. Those two have been incredibly hard workers throughout their entire time at the WWE. Braun, former Universal Champion, Ricochet being a former IC champion, if I'm not mistaken.
yes.
So, um, and they need something to revive them because Ricochet in the ring is freaking amazing. In my opinion, he's a very close to like Eddie Guerrero ring style. You get what I'm saying?
Mm.
So yeah, I love Eddie in the ring. So that's a huge compliment coming from me. And then Braun is just he's the monster among men. He brings a different caliber of intensity when he wrestles. And those two together, they deserve it more. But the Street Profits will probably go over.
What you got, Alex?
So before I speak about this match, I think it's been confirmed that Theory Cena will open up Mania. They did confirm that I think like 2 Raws ago.
See, like I said,
So
it's
that's
the
the first match.
benchmark. That's the benchmark
But
right there.
we'll start at the bottom. Like it just makes sense because the way they put the card out. I guess the reason why Cena Theory is like they're the headline match of this night, essentially. But I do agree with oh boy over here. Braun and Ricochet are going over. I firmly believe that. I think this is the night the Street Profits separate. Because if you watch that match from last night, that four-way match that happened when Montez, I think if I'm not mistaken, he took the L. He was the one who got pinned. Dawkins, just his mannerisms outside the ring throughout the entire match were off for me. It wasn't a usual
Dawkins'
Dawkins out
performance.
there.
Yep.
Yeah, it wasn't like he's usually like uplifted. He's really the one hyping up the crowd. He didn't do a lot of that. He smacked the apron a few times, but other than that, it wasn't his normal Street Profits. And even I don't know if WWE did this purposely, but they had a little segment right before the Hall of Fame where Montez and Byron Saxton were wearing the same jacket.
Same jacket. Yeah.
And Dawkins was wearing a plain jacket, and the way he was looking at Montez like show off the jacket, it was just weird. I don't know if anyone else caught that vibe, but it was weird vibes
I didn't
between
catch
those
it.
two.
I didn't catch it until you said something because now I'm
Yeah.
noticing it while you're saying it.
Yeah. So like if you go back and watch that pre-show to the Hall of Fame where they were interviewing, the way Dawkins was like, "Yeah, I just wore a plain jacket or whatever," and then like it was just weird. So I think tonight's the night. And how better than Dawkins turning on Montez tonight, and then what's gonna happen tomorrow, and they could lead up. Because Raw after Mania is usually like the start of new storylines. So why not end one and start a new one tomorrow?
What?
Do we have a new Marty Jannetty and
Shawn Michaels?
Shawn Michaels?
They can't do
After
it. Toxic Attraction already did it in NXT. They can't redo
and
that.
they fucked up because they couldn't break the damn door. It's
And
like
she
what
had
the
to.
fuck?
Yeah. Instead, she broke her face.
What the
JC
fuck?
Jane kicked the
Yo,
shit out of Gigi Dolan.
yo, that's a hot take, but it does make sense what you're saying. I never thought about that. It's like because when you brought up that segment, I watched it last night. I was watching the Hall of Fame. I was watching all of that, and I remember seeing that, and it just looked like a shoot. It looked like a storyline because you see it looked like envious and jealousy in the face of Dawkins when he saw those two, enjoying how they looked at the time, and he looked like someone opening a door from a limousine. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
and like if you really think about it, their gear, their entrance gear matches all the time. The only
Yeah.
thing that changes is the numbers on their jerseys because they wear jersey style uniform. So why
Yeah.
wouldn't the day of the Hall of Fame? Why wouldn't they match? And they definitely weren't matching. So if it happens, I guess I didn't let that little segment go over my head, but I have not seen. I've been on Twitter all day. I haven't seen nobody talking about that. Like I know it's weird, but people don't want to
That
accept the fact that Street Profits are going to break up soon.
that's a good take because you can see it in Dawkins' eyes, like when they were interviewing, and you can just see him with the little side eye like this, like, oh my
Mm-hmm.
damn, that's fucking crazy. That's a hot take, and you feel like that take, your take is you feel like they break up tonight, and then it
I
starts
think they break up
to,
tonight.
and it starts on Monday.
Either they
Wow.
break up tonight or Street Prof or Montez gets pinned, and then obviously they'll start it tomorrow where they'll come out and Dawkins will say, fuck you and turn tomorrow.
What you think,
Tonight,
Aaron?
'cause-
I like it. I've been saying, but
Damn,
here's
that's
my
a good
thing.
take.
I, I got one. As you know, I'm not rooting for the Street Profits to break up. I want them to become a part of the new Hurt Business.
mm,
Mm.
that's a good one.
So we're gonna
Mm,
leave it at that. I'm gonna leave y'all on the cliffhanger. Go ahead.
That
mm.
is a really good take too, because I'm a huge fan of something that they prematurely disconnected from us, which was the Hurt Business. They had so much momentum going forward, and they just stopped it. I'm like, I don't know. It was a bad time as far as the Hurt Business. Lex, did you got you were you gonna say something?
Yeah, I'm like, now I'm thinking I might take it back. I don't think they're gonna break up tonight. I think they're gonna throw the seeds out there, but it's gonna happen tomorrow because if you have Braun and Ricochet win that match, and you have Street Profits do their thing, it's gonna outshine that what they really want to happen, which is Braun Ricochet. Unless what they're trying to get out of that match, being that it's like for nothing, it's just a showcase match. The way they wrote it is that they probably gonna want to highlight that.
Well, you got to think Elimination Chamber was the start of the singles competition with Tez, right? So maybe they planted the
Yeah,
seed with Tez being a single star then, because everyone says it. If you read reports, if you look at all of these, what's it called reports, basically they're saying like
the dirt
Montez,
sheets.
yeah, all of that, like the Bleacher Report and everything. They're talking about how great Tez looked, and he stole the show at Elimination Chamber.
Yes, he did.
Yeah,
Yes, he
so
did.
like with that, I believe that was the seed. I believe that was the seed, and what you're saying That's interesting, and I'm glad that you brought it up because we got it here at the Figure Four show. So we talked about this match. We talked about Montez having the same jacket as what's his name, Byron
Byron,
Saxton, at the Hall of Fame. The next match we're going to talk
that's
about
weird.
is the person that was the main event last night of the Hall of Fame, the the goat himself in lucha libre, Rey Mysterio
There you go.
versus his son Dominic Mysterio. Before we go into that, y'all, before we go into that, and I'm gonna go Lex to Aaron. What did y'all feel about the storyline that or the shoot that they had last night when Dom and them all walked off? They didn't stand and clap. They just walked off after he started speaking. To me, if I'm like, I know it's a storyline, but this is the night of my life being inducted, and I would love to embrace all my kids and stuff like that. For this to be something like this, they were really professional for that, but that would have broke my heart knowing that I cannot embrace my son in front of the cameras because this is my night. Like they're putting me in immortality with all the greats out there in the Hall of Fame. So Lex, I'm gonna go with you before we talk about this actual match.
So that's hard because as a parent, if I ever got immortalized like that, I'm gonna want to embrace my kid, especially the way Dominic's been part of Ray's WWE career since he was a kid.
Right.
Like Dominic was constantly in some sort of storyline, whether it's with Eddie or just he was always on camera. They showcased Dom as a kid, watching his dad a lot during like early Rey Mysterio tenure. That shit last night, I gotta give it to him. I don't know how I could do that if I'm Dominic, just there and knowing I have to maintain that storyline, that gimmick
It sucks,
during
man.
my dad's Hall of Fame ceremony. And if anything, Dom probably should have inducted Ray.
That's tough though,
But
because Conan was the man last night,
yeah,
bro.
yeah,
He was the
yeah,
man
yeah.
last night. Oh, he
He
was the
killed
man.
it. But yeah, like that. I don't know what they're. That match tonight is gonna be really interesting because I feel it's gonna be a lot of Dom getting heat on Ray because they're gonna use that size shit on Ray. On Ray, I already feel it. They're gonna use that size difference thing and just let Dom get major heat, beating up his dad, like living every teenager's dream right now. Yeah,
What's up,
that's my
Aaron?
take on that one.
You want my honest to God opinion?
About last
That's
night.
my
Not
piss match.
no, I'm not talking about
Oh,
the match
okay,
yet. I'm
well,
just talking about the whole thing last night. That's funny that you
it
said
was
that.
it's last night. I'm pretty sure like it was they they led this up perfect. However, I'm uninterested in this entire storyline. The reason I'm uninterested in this entire storyline is because when they brought in Dominic and his they really didn't do his transition well, especially with the "oh, I'm Eddie's son" thing, and then like no, then they scrapped that and like no, you're my son. Blah, blah, blah. It was it was too much flip flopping going around. It was it was worse than a Big Show turn, whether he's heel or face. that's
The man of a
that's
thousand
pretty.
turns.
Yes, that's pretty much what the storyline was to me. It was I'm embracing you, I'm not embracing you, I'm embracing you, I'm not embracing you. It's a spoiled brat. That's what it is. And I'm like I said, I'm sorry, I'm not. That's my piss match.
Man, I'm looking down this line. I probably would agree with that, but I do want to see. I do want to see Ray whoop his ass, bro. Because for me and a lot of people in the Figure Four group chat, we're not fans of Dominic Mysterio. Like he has good
I,
traits, but I really think and maybe this is and it actually is. Now that I'm thinking about it, the way he is, it really does. grasp the hate for this guy. Like, and that's what it is. It's like, and y'all know pro wrestling is all about grasping emotions from the crowd. And
But it's not that I hate him. It's like I don't care about him. Like I
but
like
he
he
isn't
to
that
me
bad though.
he is S.A. Rios.
Oh my gosh. I
Yeah.
say, don't disrespect say Rios. He was pretty good.
All right. I think how they should have did this shit was they should have not have Ray punch him last week. I think they should have let this boil down to the Hall of Fame, and after Ray finished his thing, when he's walking back up the stage, they could have had Dom kind of like wanting to apologize and like embrace his dad because it's the Hall of Fame, and have Ray punch him in the face. Then that's how the match sets up. They should have even not like that. I think the way they did the storyline, I think that would have helped it, just because we knew the match was happening.
Uh-oh.
Conclude. What the hell is going on?
No, you straight.
My, I'm frozen, right?
Yeah, but I can hear you though.
Uh, I got you. I'll
I'm
fix it
not
real
screen
quick.
here.
So I think had they got this match like solidified, they should have did something with last night. I think that would have been perfect. I think
So,
that would have been perfect.
remember the pop they got when he smacked him. That was a loud pop. Now, what you're saying, just imagine that pop. This is a Hall of Fame pop. That would have trumped the hell out of the pop he got in SmackDown. Was it
Is
SmackDown or
then
Raw?
Hall of
I forgot what it was.
Raw SmackDown. It was SmackDown. But can you imagine going off the air like Ray hits him, and now you have that separation? That what do they call that shit when everyone's separating people? Like Roman and Brock had great ones.
Yeah.
Just those scrap ups where like they're like I'm pointing at each other and being separated by it. Think about it. You got the whole roster sitting right there. Imagine the roster separating a dad from his kid, and then it just goes off air, and now you're like, damn, it really makes people. They'd be like, damn, I can't wait for WrestleMania to see that match. If that's how the Hall of Fame ended, if they got that much heat for each other, imagine what tomorrow's gonna be like. I think that would
what's
have been awesome.
what's your results? I know Ray's winning this because it's the Hall of Fame weekend.
Hot take, Dom's going over in fantastic fashion.
I really think that the LWO stops because you got to think Damian Priest has nothing to do in this WrestleMania.
I
So
was just
Damian,
about to talk about that, but go ahead.
yeah, Damian Priest he has no parts of any of this main card. You don't see his name anywhere, right? So what you see on the right side, Edge and Finn Balor, which I can't wait to talk about. But on the left side, you have Dominic and Ray. Like, Priest is nowhere to be found. I believe Priest tries to interfere, and then uh, the LWO gets into his face, stops him to what he does, where Rey Mysterio wins because of the momentum of getting the LWO going.
Now I see that happening, but with Priest, I don't know how true it is. You can't trust the dirt sheets, but they've been pretty good over the years, like predicting shit. Supposedly Bad Bunny's gonna have something to do with Mania to set up for the next pay per view, and
Backlash.
Priest's segment is gonna be with Bunny. They're not gonna announce. Obviously, they want that surprise factor. But from what I read, is Bad Bunny has been training with Damian Priest. They're gonna have some sort of interaction. I don't know which night they said. I don't think they even confirmed the night. But he's Bad Bunny's gonna get physical to set up his shit for next month's pay per view for Backlash in Puerto Rico.
It has to be night one because if you look at night two, there's too much stuff going on. Night one has it's there's some empty calories right there. You know what I'm saying? So that
Yeah,
Bad Bunny thing
but
would probably be good because you got like I don't know. I think it would be
look,
perfect for
this
tonight.
is what I see. I think it's not gonna happen Ray dominant because, like you said, they're gonna try to set up the LWO stuff. And I don't think Priest is gonna be involved with that. To be honest with you, obviously he's not gonna interfere Charlotte Rhea. I think his best bet is to interfere Edge Finn because what you're gonna have. Priest and Bad Bunny's gonna turn on Rey Mysterio, that's not gonna happen. So I don't see LWO new LWO versus Priest and Bad Bunny because now Bad Bunny's a heel. That's not gonna work. That's why I don't see that happening. But Edge and Finn Balor might. I could see Priest coming out and probably do a match Priest Bad Bunny. And because Bad Bunny always tries to defend people, so I don't know. It's a hard call. I don't know what the hell they're planning with that Bad Bunny stuff.
Before I go on, Aaron, what's your last take on this match before I move forward?
I'll be pissing during it.
All right, say less. So this next match is, to me, besides the Cena theory, I believe this steals night one. Period. This steals night one. Period. And I have a hot take for this. Seth freaking Rollins goes against the Maverick of Logan Paul. I love this match so much because one, Seth Rollins to me in any professional wrestling program is the best wrestler alive. I really believe that in my heart, and we can talk about it. But Seth Rollins, in every aspect of a character he brings out, has always been goated, and he's always been a performer. He's always steal the show. This year, he's going against one of the most popular YouTube content creators in the world. This is the must see match, but I have a take on this. Uh, did you guys watch the WrestleMania reveal of the setup? There was one thing that you see. It's like movie theaters, right? You get those posters, the virtual posters that go through. You see Matt Riddle's picture. I believe he comes back this tonight. I believe he comes back. He ruins it for Seth so that Logan Paul wins because Logan Paul is only a part timer, which starts a new storyline or renews the storyline coming back from his drug suspension of Seth versus Riddle again. Go ahead, Aaron. You go first because I want you to give me the why you reacted like that when I tell you that Seth Rollins is the number one wrestler in the world today.
He's great in the ring. I'm not gonna lie to that. He's a really good worker, but he is not the best professional wrestler. He's not even better than Cody. And I mean that's not a knock against Cody, but he's in good company there.
Stop,
But
stop, stop. I'm gonna end up taking a piss on your take.
oh my goodness. Anyway, uh, this could definitely steal night one. Both of these guys are super athletic, super great in the ring, and I feel like they're gonna have a lot of chemistry uh, in the ring. So I got you know what I got Seth Rollins taking the bow to Logan. Uh, give Logan a little bit more buzz.
Go ahead, Lex.
Hmm. Yeah, I do see Rollins taking the L to Logan. Logan needs that rub right now, and I could definitely say in the 3 matches Logan has had, being his match against Roman. He has had 4 matches. I think he had the tag team with Miz. He had the match against Miz, the match against Roman, and then his Royal Rumble appearance. So, but each of those matches, just to say this dude's a fucking wrestler now, he's fucking great. I got to give him his props. Like he came out of nowhere, and he infiltrated our business. He's fucking doing a damn good job at it. I cannot take that away from him. He's super athletic. His character works. Even though he's reminding me of like very early Miz when they first started this like celebrity Miz character. He reminds
Real
me
TV.
of that a lot. Yeah, but I said it in the previous podcast we did where it works for Logan because it's real. Miz became his character. His character was a gimmick, and then he became his character. Logan is his fucking character from the start. He is the famous YouTuber. He is the Disney kid. He is no. He fought Mayweather. Like he is that character. But Seth, you didn't say what you wanted to say, but about the stage, the whole choir thing, right, with the stairs.
Oh yeah, there you
That's what you
go.
were gonna say. Yeah, that you were getting to that, but yeah, I think that is gonna happen. Your Randy take about him interfering in this match, I don't see it.
Not Randy
I
Riddle.
Oh, Riddle. Oh, okay, yeah, yeah, maybe Riddle. I see Randy interfering in that Roman match. To be honest with you, just to set up him and Cody, because Cody has to fight Randy, bro. Like Randy treated Cody like shit when they did the
Legacy.
Legacy.
Yeah.
He treated him like shit. So I see
So
Randy, but we'll get to that match. But I I agree with his take that Seth is going down to Logan. Logan's getting dub on this one.
I agree that Logan wins. But I don't agree that he wins by himself. I don't agree. Why put over a part timer that's not going to be around until probably SummerSlam? He's not going to do Backlash. You know what I mean? He's got
Because you're trying to build him up for that big SummerSlam moment.
yes, but
Oh,
so but as a part
mhm.
timer, you're not coming to Raw or SmackDown to build a storyline. You're just coming to onesies and twosies to go there. Like how many times has he shown up for this Seth Rollins one? Twice, 3 times since January. Like I don't, I don't see it. I know that um we don't need Logan Paul, but Logan Paul's like audience that he brings. Yes, WWE needs it. You know what I'm saying? But I just don't see like you prolong this Seth Rollins and Logan Paul to SummerSlam. I just feel
Mhm.
Lo- Logan Paul needs to move over. Like he's gonna. I feel he gets the dub. He does get the dub, but I feel like
Ooh,
it's not because of a one-on-one. I feel like something happens in that match. Go ahead with your ooh.
I got a hot take. I don't know how much music videos you guys watch, but Bad Bunny's music video that he did for what the hell's the name of that song? El Apagón. He was it's like a documentary video, but he talks about how people come to PR and they buy property and all this stuff. The Logan brothers, or the Paul brothers, my bad, the Paul brothers, um, they got mentioned in that video. Do you think Bad Bunny interferes in this match and set up Logan Bad Bunny for that next pay per view? Two
See,
celebrities fighting each other.
and
I would watch.
that's what I want to watch because Bad Bunny is way better than Logan Paul, but it's not saying Logan Paul's trash. Bad Bunny's yes, yes, yes. Mike's skills, maybe Logan takes it. But damn, he left. You see that? But I feel Bad Bunny is a way better worker than Logan Paul. And I'm not saying it like there's a spectrum between it where that it's trash and not trash. I'm just saying that when it comes to them two performing, Bad Bunny's a 5-star worker more than Logan Paul.
When you say way better to me though, that's like saying like
Good. No,
John
so
Cena and
okay, okay,
Gangrel.
okay. Damn, bro, that's not okay. I see where
That's
I
way
see what you're
better.
saying. I see what you're saying. But what I'm saying is, as far as the staple of a celebrity coming into this world, like
All right, I think what you're trying to say is when you look at Logan, you expect him to be good. When you look at Bad Bunny, he's just a fucking music artist who's great because
and
he did
he's
really good in Mania.
but Bad
No,
Bunny is a great work.
you know what I'm saying?
I wish Tim was here, man, because Tim would support this because bro, Bad Bunny's work is epic.
Yeah, but it's
So
not
is
better than
Logan.
Logan.
No, I'll put it a tier up from Logan's, in my opinion. I'm
I
taking
can't,
Bad
bro,
Bunny.
because Logan can actually go. He can actually do any like a simple.
I will give Logan the mic. That's all I'm gonna give him. That takes over Bad Bunny.
Oh
But
man, but
I'm gonna take the performance for Bad Bunny. I have to, man. I'm sorry.
okay. What?
I just have to. But we got to move forward. All right, we're going to this next match. It is the women's tag match of Becky Lynch, Lita with Trish Stratus versus Damage Control. Um, really don't want to talk about this match because this is
I
when I
don't
take
either because this is a
this is when I
stupid
this is when
match.
I take a piss. And the only
You
reason why
have
I'm taking a piss is because we are wasting two goats. We are wasting Becky Lynch.
Lita and Trish.
No, bro, they just brought them in just to put some flavor on the meal. That's all it was. Like, but we're wasting Bailey and Becky Lynch. We should have just had them two. These are two of the four horsewomen in our industry that we love, and they're in a tag team match right now where I feel they should just have a match on their own. Bailey, I don't know what it is. I don't know about y'all, but I've noticed that she really doesn't take a lot of bumps. Io Sky does, and so does what's her face. I can't think of her name right now.
Dakota.
Dakota, yeah. So like I noticed maybe she's not fully recovered from her injury and she's taking smaller bumps from the three, and that's why they're doing this kind of match because they do want to still show her face to sell, and she'll take her smaller bumps as well, and those two will take the bigger ones. But I just for this match, I'm not excited. This you want to talk about a piss match? This is my piss match for the night. Yeah, y'all can go ahead.
This is not my piss match. This is my snack match. Though. I'm gonna definitely get
This is my smoke
some
match.
more drinks. Yeah, like some more drinks. I'm definitely gonna get some more candy and shit like that, and popcorn. This is my snack match. Actually, I might go to the gas station while this match is going on.
This is worse than a piss match. You go to a
Yeah,
gas
yeah,
station, you leaving your house, bro.
yeah. I'm but no, bro. It was a waste. Yes, for the nostalgia. Thank you for the attitude era nostalgia with Trish and Lita. I might watch them come out.
I'll be honest with you. If they wanted to do anything with Lita and Trish, they should have had them fight each other.
No, well, like
And I'm gonna tell you why. Lita's retirement match was against Trish. Trish's retirement match was against
against
Mickey
Lita.
James. Was against
Oh,
Mickey.
I remember now. It
If
was
they
Mickey.
wanted to do if they wanted to bring nostalgia to this match, why not have Lita, Trish, and Mickey triple threat this shit just for the fuck of it? Just if they wanted to add Soning to this Mania card, that's what they should have did. Let damage.
They already had.
Let
They
huh?
wouldn't do that because they
But
already had to
but
pay
you're leaving.
TNA once to get Mickey
Yeah,
James.
But you're
that's true.
They
leaving.
did. Yeah, they did that.
You leave Becky Lynch and Bailey out the card. Then those are your main women's. Like I don't know. I can't get with
Oh,
two people that are
like okay,
two Hall of Famers and a TNA taking a match card
Yeah,
over two people that are main rosters.
and this is what I hate about this match too. You had Becky and Lita win the straps for what?
They
Because
need to get rid of those.
they're not even defending them. They need to give the straps to SmackDown
No,
because
they need to get rid of that strap, bro. The tag team for women's
the
is
women's tag team,
it's
the
done.
women's
It's
tag
not
team, the
enough.
women's tag team division died when Sasha and freaking Naomi.
Naomi left.
When they dropped it off.
Because
They
I'm gonna be honest with you,
it died
NXT
right then and there.
this 4-way ladder match for the women's tags, they're going in right now.
But
They're going in.
they have a pool of females to make tag teams. When you look at the main roster, it's scarce. They don't have a lot of females to make tag teams. They don't.
I disagree, and we can look at night too and Liv Morgan or Kel Rodriguez, Natalia and Shotzi, Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler.
Shayna Baszler and
Already
Ronda
good.
Rousey is a tag team I can see. But you
Yeah.
just named a bunch of other females to me. I'm like, Like
Honestly, you know who
throw Dewdrop in there with somebody. You get what I'm saying? Like they're like throw these different people in there with these people. Um, you got Dewdrop. You got let Dakota Kai go do something else. Uh, what the hell is her name? It's a couple. It's a couple of those NXT girls down there. They are freaking
honestly,
phenomenal.
I think when Nikita Lyons comes back, that tag team she had, I forgot what that other chick's name was, but when they were a tag team before the other chick turned on Nikita, that shit was working out. That dynamic of Nikita being a martial artist and the other chick being a powerhouse, it worked. Maybe I honestly could see Natalia and Nikita teaming up. Their gear looks similar. You have a submission artist with a martial artist.
I'm so tired of Natalia, bro. She need to be a Hall of Famer and just call it quits. I'm I'm so tired of her, bro. I am so tired of her, man. But let's move over, man. We gotta talk about this match because I am so. This is the matches that I'm excited about, man. The Usos versus Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens for the Universal or the Undisputed Tag Team Championships. I see this, like I said, we're gonna talk about that main event on that right side. I'm seeing this as this. They're not losing. It's gonna be a great match, but they're not losing. And the only way gonna be convinced that they lose is if they separate both titles, because there shouldn't be anyone else holding both. I believe both brands needs their titles back with their respective teams. So I believe SummerSlam is when they separated. Usos, you're gonna fight twice. You're gonna fight this team for the Raw, and you're gonna fight this team for the SmackDown, and they lose both because they have to fight both. You know what I mean? And they lose them to separate SmackDown and Raw. And I feel the same way for the main event, but we'll get there when we get there. But for this match, the Usos reign. Bloodline goes moving forward. Solo doesn't have anything on this card. Solo's going to be a part of something.
You remember my
So
take from last pod?
say it
Solo's
again.
gonna cost Roman the title.
Who?
Say it again.
I'll say it when we get to night 2.
I
But
can't wait.
Solo's
I
gonna
can't wait
cost.
because I got some spark for that. I got some spark
Hey,
for that.
bro, that's
Look,
exactly what I said last podcast,
So wait,
and they
wait,
all
wait,
looked at
wait,
me like, "What?"
wait. Let's not talk about that. Let's just talk about the tag team match.
All right, the tag match. To separate those titles, you got to get them off the Usos. But are you gonna wait to SummerSlam?
yes,
This bloodline
yes,
shit is gonna get
yes.
stale pretty quick once tomorrow ends.
You wait till SummerSlam because it's in
A
Detroit and I get
thousand,
to watch it live.
a
Now I have a
thousand,
question.
a
Now I have a
thousand.
question.
That's all you have to hear is 1,000. That's all you need to know. 1,000. That's all you
Are
have to
they
hear.
gonna reach 1,000 by SummerSlam with those belts?
Roman Reigns reaches
No,
1,000.
no.
Roman
I
Reigns
agree
will
with
not.
Roman going,
Roman will
but
not. Cody is going over. But never mind. Well, I'm
we're gonna
getting ahead of
get
myself.
there. We're gonna
Getting
get
ahead of
there.
myself.
Hold on. I didn't want to say that. Usos, to separate those titles, they need to be separated. They need to get taken off of the Usos. They need to
Yeah.
get, because as long as the Usos hold them, I don't see why you separate them. They're good. They're great. They're awesome.
So how are you gonna separate them at WrestleMania if they're gonna go for both?
Uh, that's
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 where
where it
I'm
gets
going.
hard.
So think about it. Backlash is between the SummerSlam. You lose one.
Backlash is next month.
You lose Backlash. You lose in SmackDown. One of each other. Which Backlash to me is the breaking of the whole Roman Empire, this whole bloodline, with one title being gone. Now they have a drama going into SummerSlam where now the next one loses. Where I feel Roman is going to fight twice in SummerSlam. But let's talk about that later. Go ahead and talk about the tag teams.
You know what's the problem? Let's skip talking about this match because we can't talk about this match without talking about Roman Cody. Because the outcome of either of these matches, they correlate with each other. They're all in the same story.
Which is
I feel
why
like
I said what I said.
I don't understand why they separated these two matches. They should have left them on the same night. They could have brought the Gunther match to night one to give that night one, because there's two matches I'm looking forward to in night one, and there's the Seth Rollins and John Cena match. There's no other match here minus the tag match, but the one we're trying to talk about. Like, I'm not excited for nothing else. Night two is so juicy.
I have to disagree. I think night 1, in my opinion, is the better card.
How do you? So
That's
I'm
a
gonna
hot
tell you,
take.
that is the hot
It,
take because
it,
you got the triple threat for the IC. Asuka
mhm,
and Belair is way better than Rhea Charlotte to me because Asuka's I
Mm-hmm.
like that match. And then you have
yeah,
Roman and Rhodes with the storyline going on.
mhm,
Brock and Omos piss match, and then the
This
other one,
match.
yeah.
the beginning with the females piss match. But you can't even tell me that what's a better match with Gunther, Drew, and Sheamus on night one. You
That's
can't convince me.
Yeah, that match is gonna be sick.
I'm about to tell you right now. It's that Logan Paul freaking Seth Rollins match is going to steal the entire weekend.
No. Well,
I think
you have. It's not a hot take. It's not a hot take to me.
It's
But what
going
I'm
to steal the
saying
entire
is,
weekend. And
we've seen so many
and if you
evidence of Gunther, Drew, and Sheamus throughout the weeks and months that I have enough evidence to back up what I'm trying to say. But you saying that, I wouldn't be surprised if I'm wrong. I wouldn't be surprised if I was wrong. You go ahead, Aaron, because you wanted to talk about that.
Uso Sami Zayn.
Yeah, go ahead, talk about that.
Uh, it's a lose lose. If the Usos lose tonight, we know it's going to be bad. If they win and Roman loses, it's going to be bad. I think the Usos win. I think the Usos go over, and I'm not going to talk about the next part. Um, yeah, that's all I got to say. Let's go ahead and move on forward, if you don't mind.
Yeah,
I,
because it's hard. It's hard to talk about
It
that
is
match that I'll
hard.
talk about
It is
tomorrow.
hard.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
is hard.
So
Yeah.
we'll skip it and we'll talk about it even more once we talked about that last match. But the next match is
Okay.
Charlotte Flair with Rhea Ripley. I have not much to say, but what I will say is this: this is when Rhea Ripley gets over and becomes who she's rightfully so. Which I feel, um, the bullshit faction that she's in now has been holding her back to be where she needs to be. I think this is where she gets her flowers that she deserves. I think Rhea Ripley wins this match. It's fair and square. Nobody gets in the way. I feel like this is a 3.5, 4-star match, and I wouldn't take a piss on this because they are good workers. I'm a big fan of Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair. I believe they are both great in their own way, but I feel like Rhea Ripley wins fair and square because she lost to Charlotte in the COVID era, and this is her way to come back. And I'm looking forward to see what she wears because she had Vegeta the last time she wore it. I want to see what she wears this time around.
You better wear Broly, but what the? My video keeps acting up. Hold on, let me fix it real quick. Um, this match, I agree with Rhea needs to go over, but she's regardless. They need to break up the Judgment Day. Judgment Day is Raw. She wins this title. She's on SmackDown. She ain't gonna be appearing on. It's not a double title, so there's no reason for her to be on Raw. Unlike Roman, he has both titles, so he gets to be on both shows. Um, but he's a SmackDown superstar. Rhea wins that title. She's going to SmackDown. Does she just lift the Judgment Day and say fuck it? Even though they've been doing stuff on SmackDown, but it's because Ray is SmackDown. But Judgment Day is a Raw faction.
Yeah,
How are they gonna work that?
that
Like
was a good that's a good point.
So,
after
so
tonight, Ray and Dominic, that storyline is done, in my opinion. They dragging it for long enough. It needs to finish.
I don't know if you
That's a
recall.
good point.
You and I had a conversation not too long ago. I read some rumors that Triple H was planning on getting rid of the brand. That's why we have uh, the undisputed in both the tag and the undisputed championships. So what I think is going to happen is that Charlotte goes over. They stay intact, and then we wait until SummerSlam for a. But Charlotte's not going to go over clean. She's the daughter of the dirtiest player in the game. Simple as that.
Woo!
But Rhea is going. She's gonna give her hell. She's gonna beat the shit out of her, and that's gonna be WrestleMania Backlash when Rhea finally gets her. And it's gonna be probably a no holds barred, no DQ, Extreme Rules, some one of those style of matches.
I agree with that. I think the way this match ends, whether Charlotte puts her through a fucking table or something, is going to end up where it's going to be some sort of no DQ match. Something's
Right.
going to happen with Charlotte. I agree with that. I do
Yeah.
think if Charlotte goes over, because we don't know, like they've swerved us plenty of times.
This
Like
match, this match will probably end in a no contest, either DQ
double
or
count out, which
double count.
I'll be mad if the double count out
Yeah,
shit
but,
happens. But a double,
but
I've never seen a double DQ where they both hit each other with something at the same time. They can do
I
something
don't
weird
think
like that. Yeah, either way, a no contest on
yeah, it's gonna
WrestleMania
end in a
doesn't
no
sound
contest.
good.
It's gonna end in no contest.
All right, so we're gonna go with this match. We all were reported as far as what Nas was talking about. John Cena versus Austin Theory will be the beginning match, which is a great way to
Hmm.
start
Hmm.
WrestleMania. But on this match right now, it seems to be the main event. But we're gonna talk about this. We have great takes. I don't have a great take. I have this pretty simple. Lex has a great take that I want to hear. Maybe Aaron, he never
Yeah.
brought it up. But Lex, you're next. I have Theory winning just to add to his resume. You know, beating the GOAT at the grandest stage of them all against a title that John Cena made prestigious. So I feel Theory, because for real, I never liked this kid. Tim had convinced me, and I started getting convinced that yes, man, he is that guy. He is the now. So I got him winning fair and square, or maybe some kind of cheating way. But I feel like Theory wins just to get that resume, and then he can gloat on Monday night saying he beat the greatest of all time in wrestling. So Naz, you have a take, and
Yeah.
I want to hear it because we need it recorded this time. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead.
Yeah. So my take on this one. Well, they've been teasing it. I think Theory makes his entrance as the Doctor of Thugonomics in the jorts. The reason why I say that is because
How does he do it?
with the two pinkies.
Oh,
So yeah, that's what it is out.
Yeah. Um, so the reason why I say that is because when they had we already like this was a match that the dirt sheets have been talking about prior to Cena's anniversary in Boston where they actually set it up. Theory's photo shoot was the old school Cena with the spinner belt. A few days ago, Theory posted a photo stepping on the spinner belt in old school sneakers that Cena used to wear. I
pumps.
feel the Reebok pumps. Yeah, I feel Theory's gonna come out dressed as the Doctor of Thugonomics to beat Cena as his own persona, or yes, or if Cena wins. But yeah, I think Theory's going over, and I think that's how he's gonna do it. But the hot take that I had was maybe Cena goes over. So when Braun comes up from NXT on Raw after Mania, Braun takes that title in an open challenge. That's my take. But I want Theory to win though.
Theory's going over. That's too far fetched for that to just be
Yeah.
something that they would do. Um, Also, just side note, what happened to my boy Gilbert?
Gilbert who?
The oh my goodness, the world the gold medalist
Oh,
with
he's
the
not.
NIL deal.
He's still training. He's still training, bro.
Okay,
Oh, you
okay,
talking about a young kid who
Yeah,
they broadcasted him last year.
yeah,
drafted him and everything.
Yeah,
yeah.
I forgot his name.
But I'll tell you like this
Gilbert
though.
something.
I'll tell you like this. Night one's done, right? I need y'all two to look at night two and give me the matches you don't want to talk about because I already told you I'm not talking about the Liv Morgan etc. I don't want to talk about that
That's the
match.
match.
Yeah,
I don't want to
yeah.
talk about that.
I don't want to
I want
talk
to talk about.
about. I don't want to talk about Brock and Omos.
I got one take for that one.
Go ahead.
That match is gonna last 3 minutes.
Who squashes?
Brock squashes almost.
That
Brock's not taking the L to almost. I'm sorry, he's
I'm,
not. He's not taking it.
I'm gonna give you an even hotter take than that. Since we couldn't get the
Bobby
Fiend
Lashley.
freaking, since we couldn't get the Fiend Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley interferes, and then you hear the Hurt Business music come out, and we get a new Hurt Business form with the
I
Street Profits,
like that
hopefully.
take. I like that
With
take.
the Street Profits, hopefully. There we go. All right,
They
yeah, but
they
that's all I got to say about that.
that is a great take because you think about that. Everyone's already getting mad about Brock Lesnar versus Omos, but this gets over because everyone thinks Brock is beating Omos, but
Mm.
the king
That
of
just,
the Hurt Business comes in and because you think about it, Bray Wyatt pulled out. I don't know what happened. I don't know if he's hurt or anything, but that whole momentum of Brock and Bobby, I mean Brock and Bray Wyatt and Bobby is done. They slowed that down. Now he's part of that SmackDown Royal Rumble for the Andre the Giant, right? This is perfect, Aaron. I really think that's a good take because
I got one.
I really think that might happen. The Hurt Business group gets back together. Go ahead, Lex. You got me
So
excited.
remember we spoke about Street Profits maybe splitting, right? Night one, Street Profits split, but it's because Dawkins joins Hurt Business because Montez is already over.
He
Dawkins need the
needs it.
rub.
He needs it. He needs it. Yes, you said it. I
So yeah,
like that.
we see the Hurt Business appear, but who always wears plain suits? Hurt Business. There's a reason Dawkins wore a regular suit and Montez didn't.
You got me
Maybe
excited for
that
something
was
that's not even happening right now.
yeah, but
Oh
see,
shit.
we planting this. They planting the seeds. I'm telling you, there was something about that fucking interview last night that it gave so much, but it's all about letting your mind wander with it.
I
But I
was
think
too
we're on it.
tired. I was too tired to put my mind to wander because you got to think the Hall of Fame ended like almost 1 o'clock in the morning for us at Eastern
It
time,
was
bro.
like 3 fucking hours, man. That shit
Bro,
was
that's
long.
just fucking forever. Ric Flair took like 30 years to talk about the Great Muta, bro. But I love what y'all said about this. I was about to skip this, but that's a great take. Like the Hurt Business comes back together. They've been hinting it for months. They haven't established it. You still want the golden. What is it? The the gold standard. You have him still there. I mean, Cedric Alexander's still there. They also said I don't know if it's Mello or Wesley, but they also hinted that someone from NXT was going to be a part.
Hey, what if Melo doesn't beat Braun and that's the come up? That's Melo coming out in the Hurt Business.
I think that's better. I think that's better than Braun coming up. I honestly
Yeah,
think. I think that is a better. Bro, stop, bro. You about to get a whole. Bro, the Hurt
you
We gonna go
and,
Business.
down the whole rabbit hole.
and you wanted to skip this match.
I wanted to.
I
I
would,
definitely wanted
I
to.
wanted to skip. I wanted to skip it too. I just had a hot take on it. That's all.
Hey,
Did you
the hot
guys?
take work.
All right. So these next matches we're gonna talk about is because the rest of the night is the fights of the night. So we're gonna talk about the Brood Edge and Demon Finn Balor, and I've already brought my takes in here. I told you there's rumors that Tony Khan is allowing Christian to be a one night person for WrestleMania. There's a
With
rumor that
Gangrel.
the rumor is Gangrel is allowed to come for this as well. The Brood, and I already have my take, but Tim thought I was going with Edge. But the thing is, we all know the persona of Demon Finn Balor. He's undefeated. When he's the demon, he's undefeated. You
He got
never
one
touch him.
loss. He
Hey,
got
Who
one
you?
loss.
he's
Roman.
in football.
He
He
lost to
he
Ro.
lost. He lost to Roman as the demon. That's his only loss as the demon.
What's
We
this?
Hold on. They brought it up on Raw when he came out as the
Hold
demon.
on, bro. Hold on. He never came as a demon on Raw. That's a pay-per-view persona. There's no
No,
way.
he this past Monday Night Raw, he came out as the demon to get ready for the match. Because it was the new stage. I saw it. Demon Finn lost to
Reigns at Extreme Rules 2021.
yeah.
Wow. This whole time I thought he
Yeah.
was undefeated.
And he lost one time in NXT as well to Samoa Joe in the cage match.
As demon?
As Demon, Samoa Joe did the Bronco Buster from the top rope inside the cage and pinned him. That was his first time that he lost the NXT belt to Joe. I'm a huge Finn Balor fan, so I kind
I
of
am too,
I love
and
Finn. I
I
love
am
Finn
too,
Balor.
I am too, but I question my fanhood now because I always thought he was undefeated. Because I wasn't a Finn Balor fan. I was always a Prince Devitt fan. You know what I'm saying? That's how far
Oh,
back I go.
his New
That's
Japan,
that's
yeah,
how far back I go. It's just I always thought that the demon was always invincible.
yeah. So the
He's been
Demon,
conquered twice apparently.
he had one L in NXT as Demon, which was to Joe, and he had what he was undefeated until that match with Roman as Demon.
All right, so
Okay.
let me finish my take because they just educated me real quick. But you already know the Ring of Fire. They come up, and you're gonna see Christian, Edge, and Gangrel. The blood of the chalice sprayed out, and they're there around to. I don't know if they're part of the entrance. I think they come later. But I know the Brood is
What
intact
if?
for one night versus Damian Priest and Demon Finn Balor and maybe
What if?
Dominic Mysterio. But
Hear
I
me
just
out.
know that Finn Balor wins this. That's my take. Aaron, I want you to go next because I can't see Alex. So go ahead.
What if we let Edge carry the chalice and not Gangrel? Passing of the torch. He spits the blood out. They all walk out. Instead of Gangrel, it's Edge.
I don't know about that, bro, because that's Gangrel's character. You know what I mean? He was the one that did that.
But I got Finn going over. I do got Finn going over.
I got Finn going over as well, but I'm just saying I don't know if I would let Edge hold the challenge. You know what I'm saying? He hold this shit right there.
He's the most successful out of the three.
I
He absolutely hands down.
I see Finn going over. Someone's getting bloodbathed, and it's going to be Edge, unfortunately.
They're gonna turn on him.
That's how he's gonna lose. It's supposed to hit Finn. Finn's gonna move type shit. Something's gonna happen where there's no way you're gonna have Edge lose clean in a Hell in a Cell. He's the one who asked for the match. He's the one who told Finn, "Bring your demon." Like, you're gonna let Edge lose to Finn in this stupid ass story? This is a dumbass story. I'm sorry. I'm just excited for this match.
It is a dumbass story, but the characters that are in it is why we're so intrigued. I just don't see. You have a good point. Is I don't see Finn winning clean, but at the same time, it's like we all know we don't see Edge winning this. This is supposed to put Finn over. So I just don't know how they do it. I don't know. What's your guess on this? Because to me, it's like, yes, I agree with you, Lex. It shouldn't be a clean win, but do you think Damian Priest is going to do something to stop Christian and Gangrel, rumored to be there?
What if, because this is a gimmicky of gimmicky matches, maybe this is Bray's thing to fuck Finn over or something, and start that Demon versus Bray shit that we always wanted to see.
You know, Cross is not around either. I'm not a fan of Cross, but you know he's not there either.
Yeah, I don't see Cross getting involved in this match. They Cross needs to go back to NXT. If you want me to keep it a buck with you,
MLW, take him back.
fuck it. You go to Evolve. They don't even exist.
Pro
Control your
Wrestling
narrative.
Gorilla.
Control your narrative.
Or what's the other one that he was
Control
doing
your
with
narrative.
EC3?
EC3 is the only
EC3.
one there. Hey, go ahead. You have any other takes before I move forward to the match that I can't wait to watch? All right, so we're gonna go to this match. The work, hey, you know, no pun intended to me and Alex because we come from this battalion, but this is the workhorse belt, right? This is the workhorse championship. Shut up, right? The Intercontinental Championship is being. This is so beautiful, bro. Three of your best workers that could easily be your world heavyweight champion. Gunther,
Agreed.
Gunther, coming from the
He's
name
the
of
man, bro.
coming from Walter. Gunther, who is having the greatest time of his life as the reigning IC title. You're talking about two former Royal Rumble winners and world champs in Drew McIntyre and Sheamus. Three guys, all born in Europe, tough as nails, going against each other. You already saw what we saw with Gunther and Sheamus. You already respect Drew for the same type of aspect. And you're watching them three fight each other this night for me is my favorite type. I don't like the design. I like the old school design. But the Intercontinental Championship is my favorite title of all time. And to watch it be prestige like this with three guys that is gonna and I'm not leaving. If I have to take a piss, I'm pissing on myself. I'm not leaving. Like I gotta watch this match. This is gonna be an epic match. I think Gunther gets over because this is him to elevate himself. Where I believe SummerSlam, him versus Brock, has to happen. Go ahead. Anybody could go with this one.
I got you for this one. Gunther's going over. That's a fact. Gunther's going over. This is gonna set up a Drew Sheamus match at Backlash. The thing is, I don't see Brock ever challenging for an Intercontinental. Brock, you know how
I can
Brock
see
is.
that.
Brock Lesnar does what he wants, but he is not going to go from always being in the world title picture, even when he's left and coming back just out of nowhere, winning a championship. So now he's fighting Gunther for the IC. There's no way he's going to degrade himself like that. And like that's just my opinion. You don't know what Brock is at in his like wrestling career. You don't know if he's trying to call it quit soon. Maybe it's something he's never had before. But since 2002, he's always been main title picture. He's never went for any other title but the World Championship. I don't see him doing it now. But I do see this Gunther's gonna go over but Drew and Sheamus, this is gonna set up a backlash match between them. And probably like some old school style match, like a bull rope match or something. That's what I think. It has to go something crazy.
Shillelagh on a rope match.
Oh yeah, Shillelagh on a pole match, and we'll get what's this dude's name? Hornswoggle.
Finley.
Fit.
Go ahead, Aaron.
I
Oh,
got Gunther going over as well. Just because he, like you said, he needs it, and then also this builds his character up even more. So when it's time for him to, because let's be honest, WWE doesn't have anybody else for Roman to fight if he wins.
yeah.
They got a host of people for Cody to fight. So that builds Gunther up even more to probably be that next guy.
Ooh. Gunther Cody might be a good match.
Yes.
So, yeah. So Gunther goes over clean at that.
Yeah. Before we continue, all I'm gonna say is while I'm watching this match, my chest is gonna hurt.
Which one?
My chest is gonna hurt because
you're either gonna get the Sheamus 10 or you're gonna get the damn Gunther chops. Shit. Hey,
but
look, so many great finishes. So many great finishers, bro.
They all chop. That's the thing. They all
that's
chop.
the European way of life, bro. They tough over there. But I do see the Brawling Brutes being involved, and so will the Imperium. Like I see them in there because they're not on the card. So you want to bring them in just to get their WrestleMania moments. So I see them trying to get involved as well. The next match we're going to talk about. We talked about every women's match and we kind of skipped over some of them, but this is my match that I feel is the women's match. Bianca Belair defends her title against Asuka. And I'll tell you like this, Bianca Belair is on fire. She is the female champion right now in all programs. I don't care about money. I think Belair is literally the top female wrestler right now. And to have someone like Asuka, who is so decorative in what she's done in this business, one of the best. I love Asuka as well, right? To have that match, Bianca wins in a fair one-on-one match, right? They shake it, hug it up, call it a fair match. One of the greatest women's title matches I think will happen because you got one of the most athletic women in Bianca versus the most decorative and experienced women in Asuka having great chemistry and giving you a 4.5-star match, in my opinion.
I got a really hot take for this one, but you want to go first, bro?
Yeah, I'm gonna go first. This is what I call the sleeper match.
God damn. Disrespectful.
No. I didn't. It wasn't in a disrespectful manner. The reason I call it the sleeper match is this match will have the possibility to win match of the year.
Ooh.
That's why it's the sleeper match.
Yeah, everyone's sleeping on it, not the I'm gonna go to sleep match.
Both, not an actual. Yeah, like at that case, I would just call it a piss match. But I got like 3 of those just in the beginning, so I think I'll be full. I'll be all right.
You'll be empty by then.
But no. So this match could honestly win not just match of the night, not just match of the weekend. This match could honestly be match of the year.
Man, that's a good take. That's a good take.
Both of these two are incredibly hard workers, and I love them both. Bianca goes over, sadly, because I want to see Asuka do something, but she's not in the main title picture right now. And I'm sorry to say that. Simple enough.
I got a little hot take for y'all. It's like two. First one is there's a reason why Bianca went over on Monet. I think she's better. And I love Sasha Banks. I love Sasha Banks. Like my wife could tell you, I'm a huge Sasha Banks fan in all ways.
Facts, me too.
But Bianca's better than Sasha. Um, as far as Asuka, there's two things. We keep talking about Hurt Business. They don't have a female. What if Montez turns on Dawkins? Dawkins is the one that goes solo, but Montez and Bianca go Hurt Business. They're a couple. I know it's far fetched, but
I can't see
we
Bianca turning
I
heel
don't
right now.
I don't hold WWE. I don't hold them for shit. They've done shit that we don't want, and I've been thinking about this for a long time. Like something's gonna happen where something that we don't want is gonna happen. They do it all the time, but then again, it's Triple H at Ryan
So
era, so maybe. But Asuka, I think her entrance is done with Muda.
nice. I like
You
that.
saw you saw what she said during the Hall of Fame yesterday. That what how her
Everything. Yep.
character, everything is Muda. She started wrestling because of Muda. Why
The
not have
Miss
that ultimate
Muda.
rub of coming out with Muda? Muda in gimmick though.
I love it.
Muda in her corner,
I love it. A
but she's
great
losing.
Japanese, a great Japanese entrance. I love it. But what
But
I
she's
will tell
losing.
you like this, what's your take? Because Aaron's gonna say something after. But what
That's
with what your take was, I don't think it's a hurt business thing. But I think what you're thinking is my opinion for what you thought is I think that's later down the line. I really do think
yeah.
Bianca turns heel later. I don't think it's this soon. She's too much over as a baby face where you know little girls are over here like this is the hero right now for
So,
female for the female stars. Like
and I'm gonna tell you,
you don't see a lot of like baby faces right now that are being looked at just like her. She's going for crying out loud. She's going into like if you're a big college football fan, she's over there going to the game day sets with freaking all of them. She's doing all these other shows with female little girls are looking up to her. I don't see no one else taking that role right now for her to leave that role. Is where
I
I'm at.
I see that, and I'm gonna tell
That's
you
right though.
why. I'm gonna tell you why I said that. I don't see Asuka losing another women's championship match at Mania. She took that L to Charlotte. There's a reason why Charlotte is the most, Charlotte has the most women's championships. She's gonna get past her dad in the women's side. She's going to. It sucks to say it because Charlotte is like Roman when in the beginning where they forced him down our throat. They forced Charlotte down our throats, and I
The
hate it.
big dog.
But I think Asuka's going over. I want Bianca to win, but I think Asuka's going over. And what you're not gonna just throw Bianca to the back of the line. You got to do something with her that no one's expecting, and that's the reason why I said the Hurt Business thing. Even if the Street Profits don't break up, but they end up in the Hurt Business, I feel like she goes
That would
with.
be fire. That would be fire. Think of that. Like the her business. Yeah, we'll talk about that later on. But you had something to say, Aaron, before I went to the main event of the evening? All right,
No,
so
y'all pretty much
here
covered
we
it all.
are. We were so struggling talking about the Usos versus, WrestleZania, right? We are here now with Cody Rhodes winning the 2023 Royal Rumble, getting his time to go against Roman Reigns here at the grandest stage of them all, WrestleMania. My take on this is I brought it up already, 1,000. Modern day, no one's ever gonna see two records. No one. No one's gonna see the Fabulous Moolah's women's win streak, and no one's ever gonna see Bruno Sammartino's win streak of 2,000 plus. But the modern day win streak, you're not gonna relinquish these titles at 900 ish. You want that 1,000. It's a sports entertainment type of record. 1,000 days as the world heavyweight champion. They showed on YouTube a thing where this is the first time ever that someone's defended a world title at WrestleMania consecutively without losing it. This is all just part of the storyline. I feel Cody gives a really good, effort. and you're convinced by the storyline they tell in the match, but Roman wins some type of way cheating. It has to be cheating. Where to me, SummerSlam is where it's at because you got to think they're at about almost 900 plus. I want to say it's 900 plus. And by the time, and I did the math earlier, I had the, oh, I can't find the paper. But by the time they get to SummerSlam, it's 1,000. And I feel like that's when he relinquished it, where
Oh,
both tag team titles and the Universal and the World title splits. And not only that, my hot take is once they all split from the Bloodline, we have brand new looking championships because that championship belt design needs to always remind you of what reign happened during that time, which was the Bloodline era. So I feel like the world title, the universal title, the tag team titles, they all get a new design coming up this summer. That's my take. Go ahead, Lex.
okay.
So this match is an interesting one. So he's been WWE champion close to 1,000 days, not
Universal.
Universal champion.
No. It's Universal. Universal was the
All right, so
original strap.
all right, Universal was the original strap, and then he got the WWE championship. What? Which WrestleMania? 2 WrestleManias ago or last WrestleMania?
No, SummerSlam.
SummerSlam.
He's only been the undisputed champion for almost a year. I mean, like undisputed, but Universal champion, he's been for almost 900 plus.
All right. The title that he hasn't held for almost 1,000, he needs to get rid of it. Let him be 1,000 day as that belt. Get the other belt off of him to start establishing it.
You're not doing
that's what I think.
but you're not doing it tomorrow because
Now,
they never
No.
they never established it that it's only for the world championship.
so, so this is what I think is about to happen. I think Cody goes over tonight.
Damn.
Well, Sunday night.
But
Cody
he
wins.
takes one of the belts.
Yes, but
But
he's going
they
to
never
lose the
mentioned that.
belt. I know.
That's the
Here's
swerve.
why. Here's the swerve. That's why it's a swerve. Cody's going to go over, and he's going to leave holding both. But something's going to happen very similar to how his father won, but it was a technicality he didn't really win. You know what I'm saying? So they're going to play off of that, and then that's going to push it to SummerSlam, which I hope so, because I want to see Roman at SummerSlam. I know that's selfish of me, so what?
Man, you got me
So-
thinking now.
I have a weird to get this I'm gonna use my so you use the military term, I gotta use it to piggyback off of what he said. You remember that I think it was SmackDown a few weeks ago where Roman laid the belts on the mat before
yeah, right
in front of
You ever fight for this one? What about this one?
What about this?
Yeah, but I think that has a keys for Cody to go. Which one do I want more? And that's the one I'm gonna take off him. He could have the other one. The other one's a piece of shit. And I think he's gonna take the WWE Championship one and leave the Universal.
Because that's the one that his father
Never
Never
was able to
won.
win.
But I hope you're right because the storyline has to happen where it's the Cinderella story, man. He's coming back from AEW. The momentum's on his side.
Ooh,
This is a
I forgot
year from
something.
his return. Go ahead.
What belt did Roman raise in front of Cody last night?
Acknowledge me with the Universal title.
The WWE champ, the black strap.
Oh, okay.
That's the one he hasn't held for 1,000 days. He held the other one for 1,000 days, right? He held the blue belt.
That was on his waist?
Paul Heyman was holding it.
Oh.
Roman picked up one belt, not two, and he didn't have one on his waist. He picked up one belt.
Did they ever have a contract signing?
No. Cody, they don't need to. Cody won the Rumble.
No, but that would have helped. Like, say because I'm trying to figure out because I love what y'all said. I love the take of him only winning.
That's why. So I think the technicality is They go to some magical stipulation in the rule book, which states the Royal Rumble winner only fights for this title, or has a choice
Okay,
between the title.
that's where I was going with this. It's like, where's the loophole in it? And Aaron, you just brought it up because you see Rhea Ripley's not going for both titles. You know what I'm saying? She just
Yep,
won it.
she's going for it.
She's going for one. So you absolutely right. You absolutely oh, I like this take.
But now, but you brought up the
I'm
Rhea Ripley thing. She can only go for one because both titles aren't held by one person.
right.
Understood, but
But
we
that's
go
gonna
back.
use
Let,
as a
let, let,
loophole.
let's go back. Let's go back even further. Let's go back even further. When Chris Jericho was the first undisputed champion, he had to beat two people in one night to be the first undisputed champion. And then after he beat them two people in one night, he lost one belt, then he lost another belt. He didn't lose them simultaneously
You're
at the
right,
same time.
and Becky lost the belts like that too, or Becky or Seth, I think it was, lost
No, no,
one
no,
belt
no.
one time.
It was two belt Becky. Becky two belts.
Yeah, it was Becky. She lost the belt to, I forgot who she lost it to, and then like in the next pay per view
Bianca.
she lost the other one.
Yeah. So there you go.
I like it. I like it. But like I said, when you guys were bringing it up, I just needed to be convinced on the storyline of how. So when Aaron brought up the stipulation about you only get to go against one title, you know what I mean? Like you win, you go against one of them, and then I can see that happening. But at the same time, I see the thousand. You know what I mean? So Naz, you brought it up. There's only one title that he's held for 1,000 or 900 plus. Where you're right, damn man, you got me thinking now. So it's not Cody wins the title, he goes against Randy Orton at Backlash or something or SummerSlam. But you're right. That one title, which is the world title, he didn't hold for 900 plus. It was the Universal title he took. I don't know if was it Kevin Owens or Bray Wyatt. It was Bray Wyatt. He took the
Bray
title from Bray
Wyatt and the
Wyatt,
triple
the
threat.
Fiend. Yeah, so like he won that title during the COVID era of the Thunderdome, and that's when he did his length. And he only won the world title after Bobby Lashley gave it up to Brock, and he beat Brock in SummerSlam. On my birthday, by the way, it was my birthday, so it's almost a year since he's held both. So that is a great take. So we're done with the card. Is there any hot takes before I call it quits with this? Before we go and start watching Stand and Deliver, because for me, we already talked about Christian and Gangrel being a rumor. I already talked about Riddle coming in. That's a rumor. What other spoilers or rumors? You gotta think. Is Randy Orton healthy enough to come back? Is AJ Styles healthy to come back?
He's confirmed to be in LA for Mania, but they haven't
That,
said whether he's doing
there's a
anything or not
hurricane
for
coming
Randy.
through.
What'd you say, Aaron?
I said, step back. There's a hurricane coming through.
Oh my fucking god, bro! Ain't no hurricanes. Ain't no hurricanes in Inglewood. What the hell? But listen, I'm looking forward to this 2 day match. I mean, a 2 day card. It's WrestleMania weekend. I mean, my son has been counting down for this. I'm looking forward to talk to you guys on the group chat. Naz, what are you reading before I call quiz?
I'm trying to see the exact amount of days Roman has held each title like
It's
separately.
not each. It's not going to be each because he's not 365 on the world title, but the Universal is at 900 something. Let
Yeah,
me see.
so he's had the Universal since he beat Bray for it. But the he won the WWE Championship from Brock. Hold on, last year Mania.
Last year,
So
Mania.
he's not even yeah. It says he. Hold on, previous championship for both. Oh wait, hold on,
No, it's Smack. It has to be SmackDown, bro.
hold on.
Roman Reigns has had it for 943 days.
Yep. That don't seem like it's gonna be 1,000 days in the next 2 days.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so,
Two-time
Uh,
and current
well,
champion Roman Reigns shown here with the SmackDown version of the belt. His second reign is the longest reign for the championship at 939 plus days, and also has the longest combined reign at 103 plus days. His ongoing second reign is also the longest reign of any WWE championship since 1988.
This is weird. I can't even see when. Hold on. When?
All I know is it's 3 years. Think about it.
Yeah, it's the
943.
problem. They're not showing them separately because he
So
unified them. So
if you
it's
go
showing them unified.
on, yeah, but if you go on WWE.com, they'll tell you just search up the belt,
Yeah.
and then it'll pop up how long the longest reign, because he has the longest reign of 943.
943,
WWE.com has
which
it.
means
Yep,
which means
943.
at the end of this weekend it'll be 945.
Mm-hmm.
So which means what? We still got 45 more days, which is probably what, Backlash? That makes it 1,000.
SummerSlam.
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 When is SummerSlam though? Detroit. When is
So
that?
SummerSlam is in Detroit in August.
Yeah, but that's more. That's more than 45 days.
Yeah, but they're gonna wait. They're gonna waste it on Backlash.
I'm just saying that's 1,000 something.
All
I
right.
mean,
So listen to this.
what's in June?
No,
June. I don't remember. June is usually some weird pay per view.
Money in the
Yeah,
Bank,
like um,
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought they were scrapping Money in the Bank though.
Clash of the Champions.
Could
Could
be
be
that.
that.
That's usually like September timeframe.
Hmm.
Yeah, so
But listen
yep.
to this. On August 30th, 2020, um, this is
Oh,
when
Roman
Roman
beats
won.
Bray.
Roman pinned Braun. You know who Bray had the title, but he pinned Braun for the Universal Championship.
So Aaron, when is wait before you keep going, Aaron, when is it again for Detroit to have SummerSlam?
August 20 something.
That's 3 years, which means what? 365 times three.
Yeah, it's
Mm.
gonna be over 1,000. So now and then listen to this. At WrestleMania 38 on April 3rd, 2022, Roman Reigns defeated Raw's WWE champion Brock Lesnar in a winner-take-all match and became recognized as the undisputed WWE Universal Champion.
All right, guys, I gotta
He
go.
hasn't held the WWE Championship for a year yet, but because he unified it, they're keeping the number from the Universal one the same. He's only held the WWE Championship for less than a year. A year will
What
be April 3rd.
what a great take. All right. Y'all enjoy the rest of WrestleMania weekend. We'll talk again on the group chat. Like, comment, subscribe to the Selflex podcast. And guess what happens? This episode is the 1 year episode of the Selflex podcast. Happy
Hey,
anniversary to everybody that's been on here. I love y'all. Y'all enjoy Stand and Deliver night 1 and night 2. We'll talk again, y'all boys.
A woo? Can we get a woo? Can we get a woo?
woo!